guys. I didn't yell at him because I'm mad at him. I yelled at him because he can't hear unless you yell at him.
I just go and exist in my own little world sometimes, and I need a loud noise to break me out.
Yeah.
Most of the time they're kind of at it, sometimes they're not.
Yep. Well, this is our new setup, and as if you can't tell, we have a camera, an HD camera. Which is pretty nice. Thanks to our roommate Chris.
Shout out to you, Chris.
Even though he's in the next room, he'll probably barge in at any point. Ivan couldn't make it today because he wants to do homework instead. What a lame-o. And we have a guest might be coming later on in this podcast. This is probably going to be one of the shortest ones we have. I didn't have any really topics planned because I just decided to do it late today. But I also wanted to keep it in for my preview week this week. And
it's important. Achieve your goals.
Yeah. Well, this is like the pre-podcast, so that's good. I probably should get into all the other stuff when we actually start the podcast. So I'm gonna actually just start the podcast from here. So let's go into the transition music. Fade away. I didn't set up the transitions well enough. Alright, yep. Hold on. Let me just do this. Boom. There you go. Hello everyone. Welcome to X Talk, episode 3 or 2.5. I don't know what it is. I just know that we don't have much to do today. We got a new setup. Thanks to Chris, our roommate, he's letting us borrow his HD webcam so it's not blurry. Chris, do you want to join us?
I was just grabbing food, but
you should join us.
I can't. I'm busy Snapchatting my cousin for emotional support. It's a selfless calling.
Who's getting the support?
I'm giving the support to my cousin.
Okay.
No, he's getting the support. He didn't get a text back yet, so.
No, I'm not getting support. That's what I want the extra support for.
I know. I was joking.
Be glad you can't see what is off camera.
Yeah, we got our TV right here. I got my computer right here so I can set up all the broadcasts, and then I got the TV, which we'll have whenever I pull up like things. We'll switch to a different screen in this, and we'll have the camera like here. I'll switch it now. There we go. Now I'm on here. You'll see this, and then here we are in the bottom of the corner of the screen. And also, Ivan couldn't make it today. If you didn't see the pre-recording, I guess I explained all that. Because he's too busy doing homework. An excuse that one of our roommates used way too often.
I have to go do homework.
Oh, speaking of which, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I actually got everything done today.
Okay. Let me change the angle a little bit, slightly over. With this new HD webcam, and it's pretty movable, and just like Chris's body. You should join us, Chris. It's fun.
You should join us.
38537.
We can
come join us and be acquainted with our secret works.
This is live, and on the internet, it is not secret
At all.
at all.
Besides, you already embarrassed yourself once in a video. Why not even more? Just kidding.
I try to stay busy embarrassing myself in real life rather than just on videos.
And If you haven't checked that out, watch the color switch video on the main channel. It's pretty funny. We have Flatback Frenzy that's gonna be about a twice a month video of the Pixelized Party series where we play video games.
Indeed.
And Flatback Frenzy is the one with these guys and the rest of them that are not here. One time we're gonna have a podcast with all 6 of us. It's gonna be a crowd couch.
All 6?
All 6.
I don't think all 6 of us have ever sat on this couch. I mean, like, at once.
Well, we're gonna do it. And depending on the certain goals and certain things going in works here in our lives right now, we might actually get more cooler people here in BYU. Like, famous probably.
Yeah.
Semi-famous. I don't know what to call it.
Famous
Depending on
semi-
certain works here going on. That'll be secret. Stay tuned for that. Probably in the next month or 2 around my birthday. Okay, and
Chris is back.
speaking of famous things, let me just pull up if I can find my file. Here, let's see, find my file.
Speaking of famous things, have you guys seen me naked?
No, we don't want to see you naked.
No.
No, it doesn't.
That worked out.
Yeah, delete. I don't want that one, I want this next one up here. It's even bigger. Let me full screen it.
That was a good show.
Yeah, we're about to talk.
Especially Disgust. Disgust was very good.
Okay, here, I'm switching. Speaking of famous things here on campus, here's a pretty famous thing. We went to see the show for the, what's it called?
Tech show?
The tech show, because I am a part of the theater media students, so they send an email to all the theater media students to come to the show for free. It's pretty good. It's only $5. It's this weekend if you don't have a Valentine's Day date, or if you do, it's a pretty cheap date.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. All the skits are pretty funny. I don't know which ones actually made it. We watched probably more than you would see at the actual show, but it's really good. There's a lot of good ones. My favorite is the BYU Crushes with Ellen. Ellen's not actually in it, but yeah.
Oh, that was perfect.
Or and the main thing is actually pretty good also.
Yeah.
Main skit. See how it's set up at Divine Comedy? They do a bunch of skits, about like probably 6 or 7, and then they do the main for this instance Kylo Ren skit on this. So yeah, that's how it's set up. This is not sponsored or anything. I just really like the show, and I wanted to spread the word of it.
Pretty good. Go see it if you can.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really laugh at much like regular comedy and humor, and I thought the show was fantastic. So
10 out of 10 IGN. 10 out of 10 would see again. Which actually, like, my coworker Kenny was pretty upset that I didn't invite him to come last night.
Yeah, I would be too.
Because, hey, he's going on Friday with his fiance.
Okay, now I feel less bad for him. He
Yeah.
has a fiance.
Or you feel less bad for him because he has a fiance.
Hey, no, she's great.
We only met her for like 2 No, I didn't mean it that way. I meant it like
Well, how did you mean it, Trent?
that you're against fiancés in general.
No.
Right. Like Chris. Just kidding. You will get to meet more of Chris. I know he's probably going to be a fan favorite of the Color Switch video.
Yeah.
Maybe, well, with our one comment, it's Ivan. That's the fan favorite. And Garrett. But that's kind of biased because the comment is Ivan's girlfriend, so I'm gonna cut that out probably.
Yeah, good idea.
Yep.
What
Ow. My shoulder. What just happened?
have you done?
I just pinched a nerve or something right now.
Are you gonna live?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and I have other things to talk about. There's 2 other things I'm trying to remember that I was gonna say that we're kind of sponsored but not sponsored because they're not sponsoring us, but I just wanted to tell you about. But I can't remember them. Oh yeah, I'll tell you the other one after the commercial. Well, not commercial. Well,
We have a commercial?
no, the little break we have
Okay.
with the music. So if you don't know how this is set up, we have a few topics before. We have like 2 to 5 topics depending how quick we go through each topic, and then we have a break, and then we have another 2 to 5 topics. And this podcast usually takes an hour to an hour and 15 minutes, about 45 minutes each, with a 3-minute break in the middle. So yeah, and that's how it's usually set up. Today might be shorter depending on certain things. And yeah,
Did you make this?
watch our color switch thing. It's kind of a chunky little color switch wheel. I try to erase this blackness around it, but didn't really work out well when I recolored it because now it looks all bumpy. But yeah, come watch color switch. That's the thing. It's preview week this week, which was awesome because I realized this the other day that it actually is Chinese New Year also. So I was planning to do this in January, the premiere week of 2016, like in normal New Year. But tend to not really knowing my roommates too well or having anything planned or what to do. I didn't really do anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Happy Chinese New Year and Chinese New Year resolutions.
yep, Chinese New Year. So I coincidentally I put it on Chinese New Year, which was awesome. So this week is the start of a new year technically. I don't know if it's 2016 Chinese New Year. Do they count it like that? Or do they count it from like the very beginning of time? Do you know?
I don't know.
Huh?
The very beginning of time.
No, I think they do though.
But
Find a point that like they think is the beginning of time.
it's also Ash Wednesday
Yeah.
for the non-Mormon Christians.
Oh, did you read the post about that?
I did not.
So there's like a Facebook post. Well, no, like a blog post about a girl explaining why we don't do Ash Wednesday or Lent.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't really need it. Ash Wednesday, if you don't know what Ash Wednesday is, it's pretty much the time that the other Christian churches, specifically the Catholics, Ash Wednesday is the day that you actually repent for all your sins. Pretty much. Am I correct? That's what I read about in the post.
Yeah, and it's also in remembrance of
Christ.
And
Well, it's the beginning of everything of the
Yeah.
40 days. It's kind of starting in Lent.
it's the starting of Lent, so it's kind of like the beginning of a fast, because during Lent, Catholics will not eat meat on Fridays. And
Depending on what they're giving out, though.
But the majority of Catholics that I know, and if I'm wrong, I'm just speaking from my experience. Please comment and correct me down below if it is incorrect. But from my experience, I've seen that they will not eat meat on Fridays, regardless of what they're giving up, and that they give up something for Lent, which I think is super cool.
But the reason why we don't do it is because we're supposed to be that way all year round instead of just those 40 days up until Easter. So that's why we don't Mormons don't have Lent, as in we and pretty much everyone of about 80% of BYU population.
99% last year. Last year, the students were 99% LDS.
99%. It's a good school either or.
Either way.
Yep. Whether you come here for religious purposes or even just coming here for schooling, they have really good programs here.
Heck yeah.
Except for English. English doesn't matter. Just kidding.
What are you talking about?
I'm in creative writing, so I'm a creative writing minor, so technically that's going against myself. So,
and I was an English major last semester, so I take this as personal offense.
Yep. Also, Castadiah was supposed to be uploaded today. It is still gonna be uploaded, but it might be tomorrow morning instead because of due to work and other videos I have to work on for BYU application process for the film. Do we have to reapply to BYU every year?
To the actual school? No.
I just read it like that's why we have an. Why do we have a in class easy class field endorsement then?
Any class?
Yeah.
Easy class. Wow.
Told you.
Ecclesiastical endorsement.
Ecclesiastical.
It's because you need to have that worthiness.
Well, I know, but
you don't need to reapply.
I think you do need because I heard my friend Keely talk about it when I was in high school. She's like, "Oh, I need to reapply again." When I was applying for BYU. But it's like half the process.
No, okay, maybe half, because the ecclesiastical endorsement is just to make sure that we are following the honor code and doing what we're supposed to be doing, so that we can continue to be students. But until I pick out to see if we need help with anything in our internal progression. But other than that, I don't think you need to reapply. I have heard nothing like that before.
By the way, in the next couple months, I'm putting out a short that me and my family home evening family made. But there's this really funny part, and just for a random topic, I'm going to show you guys a preview since it's premiere week, and I can preview whatever I want for the whole rest of the year. A little preview. I think Adam will enjoy this too. Did I show you the elevator scene?
Nope.
So me and my FHE group are making a Romeo and Juliet of you. Right, that's the U. Utah.
The U. You can also just call it.
Yeah, the U and BYU. It's a Romeo and Juliet love story, and there's this one part that's really funny. I'm gonna play. Let's put it up over here. It's pretty funny. Let's see if it actually fits the screen pretty well. There we go. Yeah, it fits pretty well. Okay, we're gonna just watch it. It's just 1 minute. It's pretty funny though. Sorry for the noise in the background. It's not gonna be a good, necessarily good video, but in good quality. I mean, but it is gonna be a good video. Okay, here we go.
That's where I just got off my mission.
Yeah, I
know
heard.
What? Yeah, I know you heard, because I've been telling everybody.
Yeah.
You know? That's where I've been on my mission.
Super
Are you
cool.
getting off here?
Yeah,
no, you're not.
just...
Actually, we're heading downstairs, okay?
Oh, okay.
You know what? I've been working out. And you know, I've been thinking I was lifting. I was thinking we could, like, go on a date.
Oh, we can, huh?
Will you accept the blessings of going on a date with me?
Sure, fine.
That's perfect though.
I wanted to preview some, but I didn't have anything finished to work on, so I just decided to do that. Unless we want to just show this pretty quick. Ready? We're gonna enjoy this. Where is it? Hold on. I also have this to preview. Oh, cut that out.
What?
Showing them my whole file system.
Pretty much.
Oh, darn it, I don't have it as a video on here, never mind. I was gonna show the face video of Ivan. Yeah.
It's pretty funny, go watch that video.
Let's see what else we got. Okay. Let's see. What was the... Hold on. There you go. I need this. There we go. We're gonna move on to a topic I think Adam wanted to touch on. There you go.
The thing that oh. Ooh, I like the picture.
Let's see,
I like the first one.
I like this one better though.
That's really creepy.
Yep.
Okay, well. Creepy one it is.
Okay, we'll just drag this into the next screen. That's like a wave versus a cloud.
Okay, fine.
I'll try this one.
Okay. I kind of like that one better.
Sorry, like I said before, I didn't have it really set up.
And we need to have a picture because you can't just stare at our ugly faces the whole time. So, thank you, Google Images, for these lovely pictures.
Right. Here's your next topic.
Light versus darkness.
Not in the spiritual sense, though.
Yes, in a very non-spiritual sense, because obviously you need as much light as you can have there. So
We're talking more about the mystical properties, or without, like, not good. It's not good versus evil, but like the properties of light versus darkness.
yeah,
We're not doing scientifically.
it's like it's philosophical, psychological, mystical.
We're not doing
Fantastic.
anything scientific on it.
Yeah, no, because obviously by spirituality and by science, which are awesomely combined.
You probably heard enough about how does light be created by the absence of darkness?
Or darkness is the
Vice-
absence of light.
Yeah, vice versa. We're not about to talk about that, but we're gonna just talk about. I don't even know. Adam can lead on the discussion. I don't know what he's talking
Okay.
about.
So it's this really cool idea I was talking to one of my friends about, because she suffers with some pretty severe depression, and so we were talking about how in her head it's kind of like you have a dark voice that's kind of tearing everything down and raging, and she focuses on it way too much. And then there's a light voice that you can come in, and you can believe that can be, the spirit, a friend, parents, whatever. But the fact of the matter is that it's light. And so we were thinking, like if someone's completely ruled by a light voice, that can become a negative thing, because like by light I also mean positive. And so if you are completely ruled by this positive thing, then you are going to be completely immune to your faults and the things that you need to work on. But then if you are mainly run by a dark voice, you're either going to be very selfish, very down, very depressed, destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
It's just toxic. So the idea is having light and dark work together rather than be opposing forces. And so that's why I kind of like this picture better, because it's it's the same organism with light and darkness together. And I mean the picture kind of does have them in opposition still, because it's this whole new idea. What about them working together? I was kind of relating it to music when we were talking about it. I'm a music major now, so that's kind of why that makes more sense to me. But the idea is that you have a single strand of melody, and so it's beautiful and nice to listen to, but it can get dull after a while of just having one voice. Flute solos, okay, but then you can have a counter melody, and then not quite an alto part. It's not in perfect harmony, but it's just something to make the melody a little bit more interesting. Because obviously we should be ruled by light voices mostly, right?
Mm-hmm.
You should try to find positive things and be more there. But having that little element of negativity, something to just give it that minor twist or whatever, I think is a very fascinating idea, and it can be applied to almost like anything.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing it for the past 2 weeks since we've talked about it, so.
Nice. There was a book series that me and my mom read. It's kind of weird. Not in a weird sense, like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, kind of weird, but like more like it was a Twilight kind of story, weird. I actually read a Twilight kind of story. It was about vampires. It's called House of Night series, and it's actually pretty good. It's nowhere near Twilight, and it has a lot more action and killing, and other like aspects, like vampires hunting each other at this school called the House of Night. And there's throughout the whole book there's this whole theme of darkness and light, and how it's this constant battle between them, but they're also working without, they can't do without each other. Like they're not good and evil, because good characters were on the darkness side and they were still good, and then bad characters were on the light side, and they were still bad. But it was just constant, like in the last picture I just showed you. I don't know if I actually showed it for like 0.5 seconds on here. It was like the story in that story was like two oxes or two lions were I think it was oxes. They were constantly in charge of each other, and they couldn't break off. It was a light ox and a dark ox, and every character has a bit in this book. There's lots of characters. Every character has a vision where they are in the midst of those two battling, and they talk to them. It's really cool, interesting story of how light and dark without them are a constant battle, but are nothing without each other.
Maybe not nothing, but there needs to be an opposition. And again, getting rid of the connotation of good versus evil, because obviously evil has no place. But have you read the Fablehaven books?
Oh yeah, I read all of them but the last one.
Okay, Fablehaven spoilers. So if you don't want to hear this, move on. Move on now. But there are two characters where one, the girl is given all these powers of light, which are she's given it by the fairies, and if you read Fablehaven, it makes more sense. But then her brother adopts powers of darkness because he starts dealing with Fablehaven's version of demons. It's nothing hellish at all. It's just the creature's name. And the girl with light, she has a tendency to be self-righteous and prideful, and then her brother has a tendency to be mischievous and break the rules and kind of just go into that stupid area. But he is able to use his powers within the realms of darkness to save lives, and she's able to obviously save lives with her light powers. But it's just really interesting to see how they work together, and because of their two powers, they're able to combine in a special way and face different foes that no other human has been able to face before. And so it's really interesting to see that balance again working together. And I hesitate to call it a balance because it's more of an orchestration. Like it's more of having something hold on to the melody and something hold on to the counter melody.
It's a good book series. I don't remember much of it anymore. I haven't read it for a while.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's written by someone that actually lives in Utah. Pretty nice. Is he Mormon also?
Yeah, I think so.
Bren Mull. If you ever heard of the Candy Shop War,
Beyonders,
whatever his news, Five Kingdoms. He's a pretty popular New York bestseller.
he's pretty good. Pretty good. Good for kids to read. Good for adults to enjoy. So.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll take a few minute break. We'll let this one song play out, and we'll be right back with you. Hopefully, our roommate slash guest will come in and surprise us right in this time that the song plays. Be right back.
Would that seriously be your reaction if I was in a relationship though?
We're live.
Well, that is a good lead into our topic then.
We'll get to in a minute. What's the topic we're gonna talk
I'm
about?
so lonely.
You never will stop being Garrett!
I'll find a wife someday.
Nah, I get that.
Wow. Can you feel the friendship tonight?
Hold on. Well, our guest is back.
He is.
It took a little bit longer, but that wasn't because we're waiting on him. We were getting some stuff. Yeah. Good thing is oh, there's a little quick topic before our guest comes. Is that there's this really fun game. It's been out for like probably 5 years, 6 years now on Facebook called Touch Your Style. It's fun.
It's very addictive.
I've been playing it since it came out, and then I stopped playing it for like a few years, and started playing it again. It's pretty fun. I've done like at least like 6 matches a day, and now I'm stuck on the same ranking. I want to advance more, but these guys are getting competitive like me.
We need to go at it at some point. What? You think I'd beat you?
No. I think you'd get beat so hard that you would just cry yourself to sleep every night.
So what else is new?
You'll just have extra tears. Okay, I'll see you. Adam will talk about. Welcome to 2 Cents of Adam. Adam will give a quick rant about something like politics or music or whatever he wants to talk about.
Pizza? Can I rant about pizza?
You can rant about Buffalo Pizza, yes.
Yes!
Yeah,
Okay.
You can even sit in the ranting chair. Oh.
In a ranting chair? I can sit in the Okay. Okay. So if you haven't figured it out, then I'm very passionate.
Sit.
I just want to show this off. So buffalo steak right there. Yeah, I'm from Buffalo, New York. So can I wear the headphones and be all nerdy and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. So my blah blah blah. Hi. Okay. So pizza, right? So I have this theory about Buffalo Pizza because Buffalo, New York is in New York State, right? I mean, we have a whole canal, the whole Erie Canal connects us to New York City, and we have all these connections, and we're in the same state, so obviously we're gonna have good pizza because we're in the state of New York. And then also Buffalo is really connected with Chicago because of Great Lakes region. There's a lot of government stuff that goes between them. They're just two awesome big cities. So I feel it's my personal theory that we have combined somehow New York pizza and Chicago pizza, and it has become the mecca of pizza. And buffalo wings that you hear, the amount of people who don't know that buffalo wings come from Buffalo, is kind of alarming. It's kind of like understanding that French fries actually don't come from France, or what my mind's drawing a blank, but that's just because I've had a long day. Yeah, well, doesn't come from French. The French? Meanwhile, back at the French. Okay. So anyway, Buffalo Pizza, amazing stuff. And then I come here to Utah, and it's in Buffalo we have a nice good pizza that has pepperoni, sausage if you want it. We have white pizza, which is your typical pizza dough, olive oil, just white Parmesan Asiago cheese, and then sometimes tomatoes and spinach on it if you want. So it's super good. And we just have these nice, simple, awesome, heavenly pizzas, and then you can order a side of wings, and then it's just a given that you're going to be getting celery and carrots and blue cheese and ranch with that. And it's just good, and it's proper, and it's wholesome, and it's family-centered, and it's God-ordained as awesomeness. And then I come out to this horrible place called Utah, where they put vegetables on their pizza. And they have buffalo chicken pizza, which is horrible. The wings are supposed to be here, and the pizza is supposed to be here, not together. That's some Franken creature that shouldn't actually exist, and it's horrible, and I hate it. But also they have cornmeal or whatever underneath their pizza, so you try to eat it like you're supposed to, and it just gets your hands all messy, and it's not enjoyable, and it's just really upsetting. I haven't had good pizza since I left Buffalo, and you don't understand how much that hurts. Anyway, so Trent, do you want me to continue to rant about pizza? How intense should I be getting?
As intense as you want. 5.
Okay, I need to set my intensity to 5. 5 out of 7? I don't know. I kind of ranted about pizza more than a usual human being should be able to rant about pizza.
You want to see this straight up to max? 5 out of 7.
Go all the way. Let's go!
Okay, pizza's important.
Okay. Well, that was a good rant, Adam. Let me fix all this. Fix the whole set. Now, Chris, do you want to join our topic of Singles Awareness Weekend?
Yeah.
And how girls are evil? The sun go, Adam. Sun go.
tried to force him over here, but alas, agency. For the record, I do love Utah. I think you're a great place. Your pizza just sucks.
Ding. At the end of every rant with Adam, you should just go. No, I can't do it up here. What the heck is that? No one does it right here.
There, it's back up again.
Do it like right here. That's how you're supposed to do it. And our guest will be joining us in 5 minutes. So, oh yeah. Well, I was gonna tell you, the music is brought to you by TechnoX. If you want some awesome like royalty-free music for your YouTube videos, or movies or commercials in general that you do, go to TechnoX. He does classical, he does rock, he does rap and techno, he does dubstep, does 8-bit. He's an all-over person that does pretty much all the music. Fantasy music, which is pretty much a little bit like classical, just a little bit. But
is it Renaissance-y or just classical?
like Lord of the Rings type music.
I've never seen Lord of the Rings, so this might be a problem.
Have you seen The Hobbit?
Nope.
Okay, I don't even like Lord of the Rings, and I still have seen it.
Yeah, I just have this whole like social stigma against what's popular. You know, like Utah pizza.
That's not just Utah. It's California and everywhere else too. Besides apparently Buffalo.
New York is the only place you can actually get pizza, and by New York I mean the state, because Buffalo's involved in there. Some people like New York pizza. Buffalo is clearly superior.
No, New York pizza is awesome.
Nah.
Oh, yep, here, I'm showing you a Google photo of the pizza I had.
Prove me herewith. Actually.
This pizza was delicious. I could never have another pizza like this, so I don't have it downloaded. I'll just have to browser it.
Browser it?
Uh-huh.
Just search for it, man. Don't make up verbs.
I'm browsering it.
Ugh.
Oh, ready. Hold on. We'll get our guest is here, but he's gonna have to wait like a whole minute for me to show the pizza that I got. Oh, it's just 20 minutes at most. Come on, don't be a wuss. We've been waiting for this. Ivan is doing homework. See? That's why he's not here, and that's why you're gonna be here.
I have so much to do tomorrow.
It's just a few minutes. We're almost done anyway. We just have one last topic after this whole pizza situation goes down. Come on. Where's my photo? Sorry, it's taking a second. I'm just pulling it up. Let's see. A little while ago, I went to New York City for pizza. And this pizza is the most gigantic pizza I have, like slice in general, I've ever eaten or ate, I guess. It took 2 plates to hold this thing. You see that?
The crust is too thin.
That's like Chicago style pizza. The crust is thin.
It needs to be fluffy and somewhat chewy with a crunchy bottom.
I actually had that. It made it
Well,
look
it
thin.
doesn't look like it. Also, somebody's already taken a bite out of that. Look at that.
Yeah, that was me. And
No,
that bite was like
I think it was some greedy New Yorker.
that bite was like this long. That pizza was super long. Garrett, your turn.
Garrett!
Yeah, but that is New York pizza by this really cool shop I don't remember the name of, but I'm gonna write it. I have it written down on my phone, so next time I visit New York, and I want to impress like a girl or something that I'm like on like a honeymoon or something. I don't know. That's probably when next time we'll go to New York is like on a honeymoon, depending on what my wife wants.
What? Marriage.
Don't do it.
No, do it. Do it when it's right and ready. And when you actually have somebody who can love you.
I'm like this guy. That is a good segue into our next topic. Garrett! I'll be right back.
Garrett! I promise I won't start yelling about pizza. Okay, but like that crust was way too thin. Like Buffalo's crust, it just.
Now
it's-
we're ranting about pizza. You just broke our gateway into our next topic. Okay, stay right there for like 2 seconds. Okay, ready? Here comes our guest. Dun 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 dun.
Can I just like walk in or?
Your name is already on the screen, so. This is
Complete with
Garrett.
butter.
Hey,
One of our roommates. Want to know what our last topic is?
let me guess.
What?
No, don't let me guess. Go ahead.
Okay. So, title of this video is Singles Awareness Weekend.
Good
So we
job.
thought we'd ask an expert.
That's Ivan. Welcome to the podcast, Ivan.
Hey guys.
We're just joining the last topic.
Oh, he can't join us.
I know.
It's the singles awareness.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can't.
Sorry guys, I'm not single right now.
Uh,
Being taken, but
Me too. I have a girlfriend too.
I can be like a moderator.
You
or something
too?
Like that.
Me too.
So guys,
You have a girlfriend?
Mm-hmm.
you have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
This is total malarkey.
Who?
I'm just
The Holy
kidding.
Spirit?
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's a guy.
Dude, we got a new camera.
Oh, it's
It's
okay.
HP.
That's a witness camera.
Look at our podcast
Well,
getting
that-
full of people and stuff.
Well, Ivan, you missed 50 minutes of talking and like 10 minutes of music, but because we were waiting on Garrett.
And way too much time spent about ranting about pizza.
Hmm
That's not a bad thing.
We had a segment where he ranted about pizza. Don't get him started. We're talking about Singles Awareness Weekend. If you don't know what that is, it's Valentine's Day but for singles.
You know what's really good to do if you're ever single? Like just eat a lot of buffalo pizza.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, and like
Oh.
3/4 of us in this room are single. Well,
Chris is like
4/5.
halfway there though.
But well, Chris is like on the line almost.
Dude, I'm calling her in like 10 minutes to ask her on her big tall garden.
Are you serious? No!
Nice.
Chris Barr, everybody! No!
I don't know how to say it.
Dude, I just figured out. I already learned it, but I forgot what it was.
You're on camera right
Cookie and
now.
Desire.
He's not on camera. He.
Well, you're
He
on
can-
audio.
he might be able to be here.
Everything you say
You
will
could just be the ghost
used
from the other
against
side
you.
again.
Cookie and Desire is Bilat.
What is cookie?
So lie.
Oh. Bastos.
Yeah. So I guess 3.5 out of 5 people that were in this room are single.
Yeah. Woo!
Depending on what's going on with this guy over here that you saw in the color switch video. Man, I wish I saved that face video. That way I could just replay it through the podcast randomly. Just kidding. But yeah, and I just wanted a quick little topic of: does anyone have any stories about dating or anything?
Dating should not be awkward. You shouldn't be forced into a date.
This is true.
Like that activity from the elders' corner, that was
That's
the
true.
worst.
It's true.
Mhm.
Except that my girl was really, really nice.
I don't know. I felt bad that I wasn't so socially capable of communicating myself with someone of the opposite gender in that moment. I'm fine now, but you
Especially
know,
now that you have a girlfriend.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm so fine.
You didn't go on a date when you had a girlfriend, were you?
Well, I went to eat lunch with a friend and I took her to
Well, that's a friend day. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just being a jerk.
Yeah, so that's good role.
But
yeah, you shouldn't be forced to do something you don't want to do.
with that point, love is kind of like farting. If it's forced, it's probably crap.
It's so true.
You did not just compare that.
You did not just make a comparison. Hey, that's a good comparison, everybody. Remember what he said.
Please
Don't
remember that.
remember it,
that.
No,
please.
Please don't remember that.
You will remember it even if we tell you not to. That's how good our show is.
Every time in the
It's
color
scarring.
switch video, when you see Ivan's face in that thing, you'll always be reminded of that now.
Forever and ever.
I'm just kidding.
Remember, guys, your graphics are too good.
That's if Ivan was a news host, that's your like outro. So
Yeah.
remember San Francisco. Your graphics are too good.
Your graphics.
Ew, no, I don't want to see the graphics of San Francisco.
Ooh, snap.
Hey, San Francisco is pretty awesome.
I don't want to go.
You're going there this weekend.
No, I'm going to California, dude. I'm going by San Diego.
San
There's a
Diego.
difference. Yeah.
So no one has any dating stories?
Not that we're willing to share.
Come on.
You first.
What would it be?
I had one, but I can't remember it at this moment. In like 2 minutes, I might remember it. I don't know.
I went on a date last weekend. Actually, the three of us went on dates last weekend.
Not with the same people.
Yes.
Yeah.
What would it be?
I can't think of any.
Tell the
No.
story about McKen, whatever her name is, of how like you kept accidentally the tie thing.
Oh, that's just embarrassing.
No,
That's
you
just
didn't.
sad. Like the whole tie thing that he mentioned. How they gave their tie. Everybody in the eldest quorum gave their tie to the girls in the Relief Society.
We didn't know what was going on though.
That's true. That's true. And then they took the tie, and whoever had your tie, you had to take him on a date.
But
So
there was like oddly not enough guys that day or something.
Nope.
Yeah, what happens when you get two girls, dude? That's what happened to me.
That's what happened to I think everyone in the dorm, besides me and Adam.
Things.
Did Conrad get a tie?
I don't know if he was there that day.
I don't think he was there.
Dude, I'm hungry.
He was though.
There's some popcorn.
No, that was the day that he was there.
I'd like some.
There's the boom.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fell asleep on a date once.
Tell
How
us
do you fall? Was it in a movie theater?
No.
How do you fall asleep
Asleep
in a
on a
date?
date.
What happens?
Was in the car. I
Pretty
almost
much.
fell.
Oh my goodness, that's terrifying.
That's how I lost my first girlfriend.
When you say lost, clarify.
In what way?
I'm totally kidding.
Let's
No.
just say she's in a ditch somewhere.
She's no longer with us.
I thought it was pretty cool because I remember I went on a date with someone and their parents. It's pretty cool.
At the same time?
Yeah.
Like a
That's
double date
like-
with her parents.
That's a wee
yeah, double
awkward.
date. Yeah, it was really cool. Like, went to go see The Great Gatsby. They paid. The
Oh,
best part was that
snap.
they paid and everything.
That's the best part.
Yeah.
No, that is the best part.
And The Great Gatsby was a good movie. You know, if you feel insecure about being with your significant other's parents, then you got a problem. You're probably doing something that they wouldn't like to see.
Oh, I thought this was like a first date with a girl.
No, not a
Oh,
first
okay.
date.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That clarifies it.
That clarifies it. That makes it better.
It's a little scary.
No, I went on a date this past Friday to a planetarium, and it was really dark, and I had a very long day, and the show was amazing, and the company was fantastic. My ticket was even paid for by it was a double date, so the other guy paid for my ticket and for my date's ticket too. I didn't know that they only accepted cash. Anyway, so it was really comfortable. There was like these nice reclining chairs. The room was really nice and warm, and like looking up at the stars and. So that is how I fell asleep on a date. But no one really noticed until the end, and I was like, "Wait, it's over?" And they're like, "Yeah, that was in like an hour and a half." And I'm like, "Oh, well, that went fast."
I think they didn't leave you. That'd be way awkward.
No, that'd be horrible.
I remember one time back in my day when I went to go see Divine Comedy, 2013. 3 years ago. Actually, yeah, 3 years ago.
Did you just check your watch for the year?
Yeah. Dude, when you go on a mission, you lose all sense of time.
It's true.
Like,
What time is it right now? Don't look.
9:58. No, but
Not in California.
That's the only time that matters.
But I remember I think we ordered pizza while we were waiting to get into Divine Comedy. We were in a huge line into the JSB auditorium.
Mm-hmm.
We were like right next to the other building, and we just ordered pizza. And we watched some Hot and Fluffy, some Gabriel Iglesias. Meeting.
I love Gabriel Iglesias.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was just chill.
Oh yeah. Chris asked me this question earlier, and I don't think he asked you guys, but do you guys, even if you're watching and you're in Provo, do you guys know any not too fancy Italian place that's not too expensive either here.
Olive Garden.
I said that too, and he's like, Olive Garden's too fancy. I'm like, what?
What?
It's a
Too
perfect
fancy?
It's a perfect combination of fancy.
Pizza Pie Cafe. What do you want? Little Caesars? That's so Italian.
Yeah,
That's not cheap.
I told him Pizza Pie Cafe. He's like, no, she wants Italian, not pizza. I'm like, Chris!
What? Oh my goodness.
Chris.
Wait, if he's going on a date he's going on a Valentine's Day date, pretty much.
Yep.
Dude, this girl's meant to be with him. Just kidding.
Okay. I could start ranting about Buffalo Italian though too.
No. No. Yeah.
Just quick shout out to chefs. It's like the best Italian place in Buffalo. So.
Very.
Jacoby as well.
That was.
Well, take off your hat.
I'll take off your hair.
It's shielded.
Snap. He doesn't have very much stuff.
Hey.
I don't want to sit next to him.
Garrett, come and sit down.
You're gonna get it
Adam!
No, come back, dude.
Come back for one more thing.
You need to get your hat at least.
Like a horror movie. Oh, that messy top though. Who's gonna dig it?
Oh, yeah.
It's what I do. It's what I do.
I was gonna say when you said you're
It's so nice to have a lot of hair and not go bald.
Dig it up.
Okay.
Dig it.
So yeah, that was a nice little topic about dating, little one. But anyway, for guests, we usually starting with 5, and we did this. We're gonna just, if you want to, share a story about your mission or a testimony about your mission. You can right now if you want.
Don't feel pressured.
Don't feel pressured.
Yeah, no pressure at all.
No, if you don't want,
rewarding.
if you don't want, I told you this when we first talked about it.
You did?
Yeah, like weeks ago.
I was the notary on this contract.
Yeah, but yeah, if you don't actually want to do it this week, it's fine. But
We'll just get you another time.
but that's one of the things we normally have.
You can go if you want.
He's already showed like
Yeah.
I
two.
can share another testimony. Well, I think of mine.
What has been? What was the best experience for you finding someone?
Ooh, that's a really good question. Well, I served in an area called the Gupon once.
Sounds like coupon.
Are they really cheap there?
But
to Groupon?
The Gupon. The Gupon.
It's the Groupon.
The Gupon. Or there they call it the Goofun.
The Goof.
The Goofun. Fun.
Okay.
Anyway. In my area, we had an island that my companion and I went to. We met this really nice lady. She was super, I think I've told you guys the story before, but she was super interested. She really liked listening to the message. Super nice. And then her husband came home and was like, no.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, I want no part of this. Yeah, you know the story.
Yeah.
And so then we didn't get to go back for like a month. We just kind of gave up, stopped going to the island. And eventually I was with a new companion and I just felt like we should go back. So we did. And then while we were looking for people to teach, we went and found this lady again and she told us, oh, my husband left me. And which was really sad, but at the same time really fortunate. It was really good because now we could teach her again, which was fantastic. And then she progressed really well. Her and her daughter eventually got baptized. Awesome lady. When she got it, my favorite part was like when she was baptized, my companion baptized her, and then as soon as she like stood up out of the water, she yelled "Panibagong Angie," which means like a renewed Angie, like she's been renewed. It was like, oh, it was one of the most touching moments of my mission. Just like seeing that whole process of somebody being able to change like that was so worth it. Even if it's just that one person, so worth it for me. So worth it. I would never not thinking of going on a mission. It was just such a blessing for me.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a really good experience.
Yeah. So that's what we normally do here. And thank you for being our short-time guest on this show. Thanks.
Woo!
And thank you, Ivan, for showing up late.
Sorry guys, I had to do homework.
Yeah. I have to actually do a lot of things homework. Yeah, that was X Talk. Welcome to X Talk.
We're gonna give it to you, X. Gonna give it to you. Gonna gon' give it to your ex,
Yeah.
gon' give it to you.
Yeah.
Gon'
This is
give
the part
it
where
to
you
your
cut out.
ex, gon'
Cut
give
out.
it to you. Gon' give it to
No,
you.
no. I'm trying to do an actual outro, but
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yours wasn't good enough. Is what
I
it
ain't
said.
saying she's an egg stock. That, oh, that's not.
I ain't saying she's a gold digger, but she
I ain't
ain't messing with no broke killers. I said killers, fools.
Yeah. Word to your mother.
Word to your mother. Vanilla ice, baby. So stop. Collaborate.
And this said, Ice is back with a brand new invention. Something. Grab the hold of me tightly.
Well, this is X Talk. Thank you.